Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Seeking Out Sunshine and another episode of Let Your Light Shine, where we step outside the pages of our coloring books and reconnect with our spirits, abandoning all the rules and confines of lines and borders, exploring the complete creative freedom of our favorite mediums with a weekly affirmation. So welcome or welcome back. My name is Ashley, and I am so glad you are here. We will be using the Spirit Attractor deck. This deck is by Gabrielle Bernstein, and the artwork is by Michaela Ezra. So if you have been here before, you know I am a big fan of Gabby and Michaela's work. And this is what we will be using today. So let's get into our affirmation. Let's see what the universe wants for this beautiful sunshine community for our week ahead. I hope this past week for you has been one of joy and sunshine and love and good memories. And once again, if it has not been, or it's giving you hardships or mountains to climb, I hope you have had the strength and the courage and the support that you have needed to do those things. And let's see what we have this week. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. When I feel into this card, I believe that it's just telling us that when we step away from our ego, right? The voice inside our head that kind of sometimes tells us to go a direction that maybe isn't our best, and we connect to the spiritual realm. So whatever that is to you, God, universe, it could be a multitude of things, right? When you connect to that higher energy that is present, we open a door to receive different guidance, to understand the direction that we're supposed to go to, and we then gain a greater wisdom from that guidance. It's really easy to get in one's mindset of what we want or how we think it should be played out or even unfold. And so when we will pause and connect, that energy flow just happens a lot more freely. So I'm going to really take this time in my journal to try to play some soft music and really do exactly what this card is telling me to do and just see what comes. And I hope that you will do the same. So again, when I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. Happy creating, friends. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. When I was creating my page today, I just kept thinking about how I need to let go of total control. I kind of heard those words a lot. And I put the words in the back of this page because I want it to be a reminder of, yes, some of my story is written, but a lot of it is not. And those pages are blank. And I think I can try to control and pre-write those pages out of fear a lot of times, out of the what ifs and what could be's. And that's scary, right? So I try to control the outcomes and those results instead of connecting more, right? Instead of like being guided more and trusting, surrendering. That is a hard thing for me. And I put these abstract trees in my page along with this brick wall and this other foliage here for various reasons as well. I put the brick wall on there to remind myself to not build walls, to not get so trapped in those barriers that I'm actually suffocating myself in a way and shutting myself out from all that could be. I put these trees here to remind myself that we were created to grow. We were created to explore and reach, high into the universe. And I think about trees, like these living beings that are out in all kinds of weather and temperatures and so forth, and they don't shy away, right? They sometimes go through droughts and hardships themselves, and they continue to grow season after season, year after year, and taller and stronger. And that is what we're called to do in this life, right? Not always that it's going to be easy, that there won't be droughts, that there won't be storms, that we won't have broken limbs sometimes. And so I put those trees as a reminder of that, and the bricks as a reminder to not barricade myself in to a space that I don't actually live to my fullest or get to experience life to the fullest. I loved this girl that I put in here because I felt like at first that's kind of what you focus on when you look, and I want it to be a reminder of you are not the forefront of this journey, Ashley, that sometimes you need to step back and be behind everything else, that you need to remind yourself that all is well. This is a saying we say in my family a lot. We actually tell my mama this a lot when she is getting nervous or unsure or scared due to her Alzheimer's. This is a saying that we can say to her, and oftentimes it will relax her and she will be able to say, all is well. So I really felt that speaking to me from this card today. And then I found this in one of my little vintage fine books that I've gotten for journaling. And it says, God whispers to us in our hearts, do not fear, I am here, and I love you, my dear. Close your eyes and sleep tight, for tomorrow will be bright. All is well, dear child. Good night. And I just have to remind myself that the universe has my back. The universe has your back. The dots on here are almost like stars or beacons of light and energy in my mind of there is so much out there for us to grab a hold of, for us to explore, for us to get to learn, for us to get to experience. And it's like sitting right there for us to do so, but only if we are open to it. If only we are not closed down by the barricades and the walls that we put up for protection. Not if we are shackled with fears and uncertainties. And not if we are putting ourselves at the forefront of in a safe way, right? Like if I just can control this the way I need to, then all will be well. we actually have to surrender. We actually have to let go. And so I encourage you this week to find ways to do just that. What parts of your life do you need to surrender a little bit more in? What parts of your life do you need to tell yourself all is well? Where do you need to let go and lay down the fear and pick up the bravery? That fear and that baggage that we are carrying is keeping us from all the stars and positive energy that seeks to find us. Friend, I hope your week ahead is one that you can lay down the fear, lay down the baggage that you are carrying, lay down the burdens that make you weep. And for even a short time, walk in a surrendered peace, knowing that all is well. I am sending you all my love and sunshine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.